welcome back to my channel. This is Narissa and I am going to be starting some seeds today. It's the very last day of March and it is about that time. So I live in Illinois and it's just about time to start seeds such as tomatoes and peppers and whatnot. So I got all my stuff out here. I've got my potting soil or my seed starting mix. I've got a cup, I've got a spray bottle with water. I have one tray. Whoops. I have one tray. I am not going to overdo it this year. So I only have one tray that I will fill up. I got some plant labels that I found at the Dollar Tree. I'm going to use these this year. I've used all kinds of things in the past. I kept some of these to show you what I had used last year. So this is Write and Rain paper that I just glued onto a toothpick, and I put those as markers in the seed starter pots. And they worked okay, but they did wear a little bit. So I'm going to try these. These are a little more permanent. I use a permanent marker to label them. So I have 20, so that's plenty. It'll probably last me a couple years. And then thin Sharpie to write on those. And then I have all of my seeds that I want to go through. So I have a lot of seeds that are either 1 year, 2 years, maybe even 3 years old. So I want to see if they are still viable. So for example, this one right here says packed for 2015, sell by September 2015. So we'll see. I've had pretty good luck. I did not store these well last year. I forgot. So we'll see. But I have this cute little tin that's supposed to help you organize your seeds. I can't remember where I got this. $5. I think I got it at Target. That's like a Target dollar spot label. And it's supposed to help you organize your seeds, but I had too many and they're too big, so I just shove them in here. But it does come with some cute little cards and dividers and stuff. So I'm going to go through my seeds and see what I want to plant this year, what I want to try. I have some big blue stem seeds that I collected. White pine. These are some from my husband. Red cedar. Okay. Oh, these are pumpkin seeds. I won't start those. So some of these I'm going to plant, but I'm just not going to start. You know, you sow them into the soil when the last chance of frost is clear. So I'm going to do pumpkin seeds this year, but I will not start them early. Common milkweed. This is a native milkweed to Illinois for the monarchs, and I actually have several milkweed plants growing throughout my flower beds. And I tried these last year and they didn't do well, so this may be one that is easier to just sow into the soil. These, oh, I don't have the label. Oh, I have the label from last year here. These are hyacinth bean. They are so pretty. I started these early last year and I shouldn't have. I should have just put them directly into the soil. They grow pretty fast and they are really gorgeous, and you can collect the seeds every year. I got these actually on a yard sale. Someone had gorgeous hyacinth bean plants and was selling little packets of the seeds. So these I'm definitely going to plant, but I will be putting them directly into the soil as well. Alright, so I'll leave those out and put this back in here. Alright, so a lot of the seeds that I have are from this company called Gurney's. And I've had pretty good success with growing their seeds from scratch, I guess. And they do have a guarantee. So some of these I planted last year were old. They weren't new. So let's see how many years I can get out of them. Oh no! That was spinach. Hold on while I collect my spinach seeds. All right, so these are Gurney's Goliath spinach seeds. These are to be sowed into the soil as well while the weather is still cool. So I'll save those. Sweet pepper hybrid Gurney's Giant 2. I will be starting these, so I'll set those aside. For the green peppers, hot peppers, I'm not going to do any of these this year. I planted these last year. They produce really, really well. I made and canned hot sauce, and I still have tons of jars of hot sauce, so I'm going to skip the hot peppers this year. Tomato hybrid Gurney's Baby Girls. Yes, these are the cherry tomatoes, so I will be doing those. Easy Sauce hybrids. These are ones that are good for tomato sauce if you want to make tomato sauce. Also, in my opinion, salsa and stuff like that, because they have a lot less seeds and juice and it's more flesh than anything. So set those aside. And then another tomato. This is Gurney Girls Best Hybrid. Oops, sorry, Gurney Girls Best Hybrid. I think I will start some of those as well. All right, so I have another sweet pepper hybrid packet. We'll see which one is newer. And then I have a sweet pepper double delight. So I might try a few of those too. So let me see which ones of the hybrid Gurney Giant 2 are newer. 2018, 2015. So I think I'll go with that. Might as well try a couple of the Double Delight hybrids as well. All right, then what is this? Carrots. So these are tricolor carrots, and I got this in a tape. So you can see, you just lay out rows of the tape. So I'm not going to start those early, but I may try those again. I tried them last year and they didn't grow that big, but they grew. And then sugar and snap peas. These will go directly into the soil as well, so I'll set those aside for later. Alright, then on to the other seeds that I have that are not Gurney's. Oh, I do have one more. Bush beans, green beans. I really need to can some green beans this year, so I am definitely going to focus on growing some good green beans. These are also planted directly into the soil, so and these are bush, not vine. So sow seed in early spring after danger of frost has passed, and we are not there yet, so set those aside. All right. Oh, here is the hyacinth bean. So this is not the hyacinth bean. These are green beans. Dang it. These are green beans. And these are the hyacinth bean. These are the ones I got on the yard sale. So this flamboyant vine offers a drama in 3 acts. First, gorgeous leaves with purple. Next, purple stems, sprays of flowers resembling sweet peas. Finally, shiny beet red seed pods, said to be edible. It's an easy to grow annual, thriving on heat and humidity. And like other legumes, it draws nitrogen from the air and therefore doesn't need rich soil. Plant mid-May in the sun. So I will be doing that. So these, I do have these in the little flower section. These are coneflower seeds. If I have any space left, I might go ahead and try and start some of these. They are a short red coneflower. I might use that to fill in some space. All right, what else do I have in here? these are the cucumbers that my grandpa has been wanting. I'm going to try and find some of these online. I haven't been able to find any of this particular kind that he's been wanting. But these are also something that you don't need to start ahead of time. So then I have cilantro, some lettuce, some spinach, some cilantro, some sugar snap peas, and then Missouri American Water Protect Your Watershed Plant Native Purple Coneflower Seeds. We got these for free at a, it was a post-run little party that had a bunch of booths. So, all right. Looks like we can get started. All right, so this is what I am working with here. There. I have a bunch of these and I can't find any of them. I've had so many, I must have thrown a bunch away. These are what you know, buy little annual 6-packs in or 4-packs in. And so then I had to fill in some spots here. So I got this seed starting mix at Walmart, and it was less than $10. I want to say it was like $5 or $7. So this is plenty. It's Jiffy Natural and Organic Seed Starter Mix, and it is 12 quarts. So let's get set up here. Alright, I got my potting soil opened up here, and I'm just have an old cup that I'm going to use to scoop out what I need. And I am going to make a mess, but it will all be contained. It's okay. On my table. So, fill it up. Okay, so this is what I think I'm going to do. Now, I was told by my husband we are cutting back on tomatoes this year because we always have too many tomatoes. Everybody always has too many tomatoes, and then we're struggling what to do with them, and we hate to waste them, and all this, that, and the other. So, I'm going to plant double what I actually want to transplant into the garden because you never know what seeds are actually going to germinate. So, I am going to do the Easy Sauce hybrids. I'm going to go ahead and do, I want 6 plants of those. So I'm going to plant 12. And then the Gurney Girls Best Hybrid is just more like a regular eating tomato. I want 3, so I'm going to plant 6. And then the grape tomatoes, I want okay. I want 3, so I'm going to plant 6. And then I'm going to go ahead and do 12 of the sweet peppers, the hybrid giant 2, and then 12 of the double delight hybrids. And then I think, or is that's not 12, that's 8. And then what I think I'm going to do is leave these bigger ones for transplant, you know, in several weeks when they need transplanted out of these tiny wells. So let's get started with the sweet pepper double delight hybrid. Planting. Start pepper seed indoors 8 weeks before transplanting. Plant the seeds 1/4 inch deep. Germination should take place in 10 to 20 days. All right, so let's see how many of these seeds I have left. There's still several in there. Let's start with these. So I always like to make a little hole in the dirt. 1/4 inch deep isn't very deep. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so then we will cover them up. Make sure they're safe. And then I'll use one of my new handy dandy plastic labels from the Dollar Tree. And I will write Sweet Pepper Double Delight Hybrid, so I know what kind they are and how well they do. Okay. So this will go here, and I think I'll do another one so I can make sure and not get these mixed up and confused, because it never fails. I always do. So here is the Trumpet Vine seed pods. I just made a mess trying to get them out of the bag. You can see those are all, I'm going to make a mess again. Those are all seeds in there. So I am going to try it out. Now these are really old. These are, I forgot about them. My grandpa had given me some and I had completely forgotten about them. And I'm going to see if I can get them to grow now. So we'll just take a few out, and I'm going to plant a few in each of these pots and see if I can get them to grow. That will be left over for anything I want to start later, or some that I want to transplant. So then we'll take the handy dandy spray bottle and we want to wet them down. You want to use the spray bottle because if you pour water into them, this light dry soil will just go everywhere and your seed will not be where you intended to put it. now we're ready to go. I'm going to put this in the window, and the hardest part now is to remember to water them and also to keep the cats and dog out of them. That has been my issue in the past. And they will do the rest on their own. Keep them warm and moist. This is going to trap the humidity, and I will keep an eye on them every day. I'll water them every day because they will be in the window and they'll get lots of sun. So yeah, we will be ready for spring. So I am back on April 15th with a seed update. So you can see I have some plants growing and I have some plants that are not growing. So my sweet pepper hybrid Gurney Giant 2 just came up. They had a little bit of a longer germination date, so I was thinking that they weren't going to, but you can see I have a few that did and a few that didn't. But remember, I planted more than I needed because of that issue. My seeds were old. So moving on to the Gurney Girls Best Hybrid Tomato. I have 4 of 6 that came up there, so pretty happy with that. Please don't mind my messy corner of the window sill here. I've got some plants that are hanging on over the winter that are really ready to get outside. Moving on to Tomato Hybrid Gurney Baby Girls. So these are the tomatoes that are either grape or cherry. And you can see all 6 of those came up. So yay. Then, excuse me, the Sweet Pepper Double Delight Hybrids, none of them came up. Those seeds must have been too old. That's okay. And then I have the Easy Sauce Hybrid, which are the ones that are really good for you know, sauce making or making salsa, because they don't have a lot of seeds or juice. It's a lot of flesh. 3 of those came up out of the 12, and those were old seeds too, so not too bad. Don't throw away your old seeds. Go ahead and give them a try before you just buy plants in the summer. Oh, and then the Trumpet Vine, none of those came up. Either they're not going to, or they just haven't yet. Those were from seed pods from years and years ago. I might have to get some new seed pods from my grandpa this year. And then this one was blank. So I think I'll go ahead and end that in the video so I can get this posted, but I will post updates of my seedlings on Instagram at Narissa Nicole with a K on Instagram, if you'd like to follow along with the growth of my little seedlings here. Give me a thumbs up if you like these types of videos, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks. Bye.